And advice I should have gotten growing up is that be healthy is a threat from my future me, and it is important while I still have the agility to hammer some good habits in my head. So now that I'm turning closer to 50s than my teenage years, I start to find any excuse to not stay latched to my devices. And of those excuses is cycling, one of my favorite activities to do with all the upsides of getting my cardio in and thinking, I barely left my seat for that. Needless to say, I have given my small foldable bike some decent mileage across Belgium. And in this one trip around Tervuren, I welcome you to come along for this ride. I'll not say anything motivational though, but feel free to shed a tear if something I say resonates with you. There are low-key so many YouTube videos of some of the most beautiful footage of food baking or textiles or painting that have the most horrific audio bites backing them. I mean, I thought I was here for the cinnamon roll recipe, but sure, let's hear about your childhood trauma too. I digress. This road is not unique to the forested lands of Belgium. I think there is a decent concerted effort by the local communities here to keep them clean and walkable, which also makes them look very similar to other similar roads around town or even across Belgium. But it also includes cycling tracks and river channels that crisscross every now and then. The trees, all this foliage, especially at the cusp of autumn, are starting to warm into more yellows and oranges. So you will see that all across this journey. I appreciate many things about the Belgian lifestyle, and that includes the focus on healthy habits like walking or jogging around well maintained forests and parks. It has the added effect of the nature getting closer to us. For example, the brave squirrels, ducks, and pigeons, as opposed to you visiting zoos or animal sanctuaries where the meetings are rather commercial. Well, to be honest, any meeting with pigeons seem transactional no matter where you find them. One of my friends even said, "Hey, this is the national bird of my country." And I truly resisted the urge to say, well, where aren't they the national bird of every country? These birds are so confident in their hunt for food and shelter. I guess I should commend them for their success. Well, one day. Which brings me to another point. The sound of the forests here is so peculiar and quiet compared to how I remember back home in the Shivaliks of India. The diversity of animals being rather dilute here, it is no surprise. I went to Paradisa Zoo last summer and was struck by the thought that hey, there are rarely any animal sightings around Belgium, like maybe a cat or two that escape their home and wander around the parks to judge your shoes, but then they are gone as well. It is a cleaner slate than I'm used to, and it makes me more curious to discover newer trails and tracks in the greener towns that are away from the bustle of the city. And so, back to the point of exercise, which I obviously end up doing while I'm cycling. It may not sound very adventurous, but only judge me if you're also on a seat and pedaling through a random forest in Tervuren. Until then, see ya!